find your work. My yoga teacher is an incredible woman. And she always says in every single pose that we get into, she says, don't sit in the pose and just be there. Find your work. Because regardless of how experienced you are, wherever you are in your journey, wherever your thoughts and your mind are, there is different work that each of us need to do. And so as an individual, whatever pose you get into in that specific situation, find your work. And every single time I hear that, it reminds me of how life works as well. Whatever the situation is that you are going through, wherever you find yourself in any given moment, find your work in the moment. Because each and every person, depending on how evolved they are, where they are in their lives, what their triggers and stimulants are, what their patterns and habits are in any given moment, there is work for you. In every situation, there is something to be learned. There is something to be aware of. There is something to be expanded. There is more growth to happen. You just need to find it. And if you get into a situation and you say to yourself, I'm good, there's nothing here for me, then you're sadly mistaken. Remember that phrase, because for me, it's so powerful. Find your work. Each and every person has some work to be done. Internal work. When I say work, I mean internal work that is yours to do in a situation. You get into a new situation. Am I still finding myself being triggered? Do I still have intrusive thoughts about this person, about this situation? What does it look like for me to heal and work through that? So find your work. When you step into a new situation, or you step into a situation that's not new, that you've been in before, find your work then. When you wake up in the morning, find your work then. When you step into the office first thing on a Monday morning, find your work there. When you come home to your kids and they nudge you to come and play with them, but you've got all of these different contrasts, find your work. Where is the expansion that you need to do in that moment? Where is the growth edge for you at that time, in that moment, for your journey, for your being as an individual, as a soul? What does that look like for you? And if you can live consistently with the question of what is my work in any given moment, then you will find yourself in a place where you are always expanding. You are always living on the edge of the next version of yourself. But you are also someone who has come to accept the fact that you are never done, but you are always evolving. And wherever you are still worthy of being incredible, because you are, but you're always growing, always allowing yourself to unfold. So find your work. Happy unlearning.